Attention, attention staff. Board meeting will begin momentarily. Look busy and stay quiet. Human resources is on the warpath. The wood chippers and man cannons are prepped and ready to go. The compound will be secured until the conclusion of the meeting. Good luck out there, NPCs. May God have mercy on your pitiful souls. If any of us still have souls. I present to you the board members.
I am the founder of this organization, Non-Player Character Incorporated, NPC Inc. for the stupid. It's my passion project, churning out mindless human analogs to occupy key positions in government, business, and entertainment. Why? To facilitate my vision of the new world order. I am known simply as the Director. Joining me are my executives. Tom, my CTO, CIO, COO, Systems Architect, Head of R&D, and Chris, my CFO, President of Human Resources, and CCO. What you are about to hear are highly classified internal board meetings. Welcome to the boardroom. Have a seat. Don't touch anything, especially not that beige button. Dearly beloved, thank you all for being here today to honor, remember, and celebrate an incredible artist and visionary. His work has touched millions and has been the entry point and standard by which they judge other media. For some, he was the inspiration to live their passion, to part with convention, to make a better story, their story, to share with the world. Those who were lucky enough to be his peers found him more than. He was a mentor, a friend, a cheerleader, and a critic. Few have bad words to say. To me, his work was my first experience with anime. It was a gateway to a culture and storytelling so different to what I knew. For others, the same. His work created the threads that would connect a community of quiet outcasts, giving them a reason to develop social skills and friends. Channeling Spirit Bomb was a riveting 5-episode experience to share with other nerds. His work was everywhere. It deserved to be. He took manga out of the obscure and into the mainstream. People throughout the world know of manga and anime mainly because of him. He is Akira Toriyama, and he is gone too soon.
Well said.
Yeah, that's very touching, Mark.
So, who is Akira Toriyama to you, and how has he impacted your life?
You want to go first, Chris?
I guess. So I feel with our generation, that is most people's intro to anime. Because we didn't really have like streaming anime or the anime network or anything. So it was Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon to start with. And even though I didn't even have the channel that could watch this regularly, I caught a lot of it at like friends/cousins' houses. Even when I finally did too, it played out of order. But Dragon Ball Z was crazy. Like, again, like Mark said, it was the first time I saw something like this. Probably, and I didn't realize at the time too, but like Chrono Trigger, he did all of the artwork and stuff for, or at least it's based off of him if it wasn't him. Because it very clearly, yeah, I thought so.
And he was that, and he was commissioned for Dragon Quest.
Oh yeah, Dragon Quest, you can straight up tell. That's just, whew. But I didn't play any Dragon Quest games till way later in life. Chrono Trigger a little later too, but that game is still ahead of its time. I mean, it's always ahead of its time, but like, it still holds up really well. And holy crap, that was a whole different type of game too. That was like better Final Fantasy for the time period anyway.
DBZ was probably like the first time I saw like really good, well done, like Kai or Chi explosions, like energy explosions. That's something I really noticed that stuck out to me. And yeah, Sailor Moon and DBZ were probably the two anime that got me into anime.
I mean, that's how it took off over here. That was America's first. I mean, like there was obviously stuff before that, and you can see stuff from the 80s and stuff, but that was what took it into the mainstream, I would say anyway.
They were failed entries though. Like Speed Racer didn't really catch on. It was the only thing that we had. But
I always forget that Speed Racer is anime, and I did not like it as a kid.
No.
Yeah,
I only know
I
one
hate
person that's
Speed
super
Racer.
into it.
No, we had things like Inspector Gadget and other more American cartoons.
That was a huge phenomenon. Probably after that was what, Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
probably Pokemon.
That was a lot of time in between the two.
I wonder how it would have taken off if we hadn't already been, I don't know, getting used to the idea, if it wasn't already spreading around the world.
But like if it wasn't our first anime or introduction to anime.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We lost our minds as kids. First time Goku turned Super Saiyan. Cool. Hell, even just the fight with Vegeta was crazy.
Or the first time he did Kaioken or whatever.
Yeah. Kaioken times? Well, they're 5 then 10, right?
Yeah. 2,
supposed to go past
5, 10.
He's like, what? You'll blow up.
The Turtle Hermit, my first introduction to like weird perverted dude.
Yeah.
It's like, this is acceptable.
What's the pig's name that wished for fucking panties?
Oh. We should look that up. No, I don't remember what 1990s year was. Tom, I don't know if you remember, because it wasn't us that started watching it. It was one of our satellite friends. I don't want to say his name, but he started watching it and he gave the absolute worst description of this show. Yeah, they have like superpowers and they adventure and like go around the world and they're looking for, I don't exactly know what. We're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Starlight,
that sounds so stupid.
Express.
What was it? Our typical Asian friend?
No, it was our typical white friend who was friends with that Asian friend who.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
It was like 3 days later, we wound up at their house to watch, and we were like, that is the best thing ever.
This person own a tarantula?
No. No,
this person is probably like Captain America today.
Okay.
Captain America, the finest example of American anime.
I think my cousins showed me Dragon Ball Z. I think that's how I got into it, because they had not Tech Decks, but like whatever the BMX version of Tech Decks was, with like Dragon Ball shit on it. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? They're like, what? And then they got all kinds of cool shit. They had like the Japanese games on like their special PlayStation with shit. So we used to play all those things. I'm like, this is amazing.
Yep, there was a guy at Ippy's Video that used to order the Japanese games so that they would have them in the store.
We used to do that. Well, not Japanese, but we used to do that when we worked at a place where you stop for games. Let's pre-order this game that's not going to come here, so it shows up, and then cancel it. Someone will buy it and tell us how it is.
Yeah, before Dragon Ball Z, it was any attempt at anime didn't catch on. Like Pokemon was a game.
Yeah, that
Pokemon was after, right?
Though.
No, Pokemon was technically before.
Just not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it like arrived after, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think what other anime was around besides Speed Racer.
Pokemon was April 1st, 1997. Let's see here. Oh, what was the one where the little robot kid?
Astro Boy.
Astro Boy, yep.
I do like
that was on
Astro
and
Boy.
It was terrible.
I like
September 13th, 1996. So a year prior.
Oh, Fist of the North Star, which I've still never seen. So there was shit around. That's got a cult following, though.
Yeah. Couldn't watch. It was mature. Good luck getting a hold of it. You had to be older.
Oh, yeah. Finding this shit was impossible.
Yeah.
Hell, dude, trying to watch Dragon Ball Z was hard enough.
That's true. Until it made it onto Cartoon Network, it was
Once it was on Cartoon Network, it was on like every night.
We needed it every
what about Robotech?
I don't even know what that is.
I do. And I did watch it. I think because that's another one from the 80s. I think that aired after.
Is Transformers
Initial D.
considered?
Initial D. Did you ever go back and watch it?
I've never seen any of it.
No?
No.
Oh, it's not good.
What about the cartoon Transformers? Was that anime?
We made
I think that was technically American. Robotech was 85, but in the USA. Didn't catch on. March 4th, 85.
I know I saw like 3 episodes, and that's all I know
probably.
about it.
There were examples, but it wasn't a phenomenon. It just didn't have that.
It just wasn't.
Dragon Ball Z blew the fuck up. Lend me your power. You know, every child sat there and held their hands up. I will hear Goku take as much as you need.
Who did we know? And don't actually give the name, but we actually knew somebody who tried to scream in the bathroom until they went Super Saiyan and pass out.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Who, oddly enough, is not white.
That's true. He was not.
I was gonna say, do you remember the video of that kid that we don't know that tried to do that? And he's sitting there in his house going, I could do it. I'm like, no.
That's a multi-part series.
You can't though. Like, all right, so even let's say, hypothetically speaking, he somehow had an energy burst. Bro, you would still be superhuman. You're not a Saiyan.
That was every one of the comments.
Hey, if you could go superhuman, would you try?
Nobody wants to be Yamcha.
No, first of all, if I could be Yamcha, fuck yeah. I'm useless in a fight with all those guys, but you're still way better than everyone else on the fucking planet.
Okay,
yeah, you still can, beat up the boxer or whatever martial artist next door.
He can fly, shoot energy, and had a promising baseball career.
That's true. Nobody wants to be Chaozu. That there you go.
Did you guys see Super?
No, not all of it.
So when they leave for the Tournament of Power, they don't even bother telling Yamcha, and they all leave without him.
Priceless.
He's got like his bag and he's ready to go, and they're gone.
Is Super the parody?
No, Super was the last series when he actually came back and said that GT doesn't count because it's
It wasn't. It had promise, but it wasn't good.
It has cool parts, but it's not good.
No. But I appreciate it for what it is. Because, I mean, I feel like that was subject of its time.
You know what it was? It was really weird, and it kind of had too much filler in the beginnings, so no one got invested. So when the cool shit started to show up, you were like, what is going on? Not that Dragon Ball didn't have weird shit either, but like it just didn't hit right. You gotta hook us in and then show us weird shit.
Miss the necessary 18 episodes of talking.
Which I think is hilarious because, I mean, I guess it's still coming out, but the new Dragon Balls series is called, I don't know, Dragon Ball something. But fucking Toriyama's like, I got this. We're going to make them children, and I'm going to make you like it.
He had the power to do so. And I didn't know this, but apparently he was the inspiration. Well, I guess he kind of started the genre or made it popular. One Piece and Bleach.
Oh, he's the inspiration for like every fucking anime and video game.
That fair.
The Super Mario Brother, the sniffs are based off of something he did. I forget what the hell it's called, but some other little comic thing he drew. But yep, we ripped that from that.
That's kind of awesome. I mean, Dragon Ball Z was superheroes that weren't lame. Like they were fallible because everything they were fighting was on their level or stronger. And
yeah, they had to actually train. There was the hero's journey every time.
It wasn't like they just always, I mean, they did do this, summon ultimate power from within them.
Yeah.
But there was training sequences, and at very few points was I like, that was a convenient MacGuffin.
Also, too, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, also, all the fight scenes were basically them getting their butts kicked the entire time.
All that time. That's how Saiyan cells work. If you don't die, you come back stronger. That's some plot armor right there.
Just don't die.
Pretty much. Or do. We'll bring you back.
That's true. But we were willing to accept that for no reason.
They had such glaring character defects too, which I think helped. Goku is a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Vegeta had anger issues.
It was more like pride issues.
Well, yeah, both. Krillin almost destroyed the entire world because he wanted to get laid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that made them human.
Yeah, Krillin was such a simp.
Oh my God, you remember when you found out that Krillin shaves his head?
That was so funny.
There was exposition in the show that carried my exact sentiment.
Yeah, but I think I was there for when you discovered that. And you're like, what?
Yeah, I just shaved my head. Hell, dude, how fucking Dragon Ball Z started when Goku just shows up to the Kame house with Gohan. And they're like, why do you have a child with you, Goku? Like, they're concerned. This is my son. What? You sure you didn't just steal him from someone? Cool.
Just as likely.
Yeah, their first thought is that he sold the child, not that it's his.
Again, hero to the world, horrible father, though. At least the first time around.
Well, terrible father the first time. When was he present? He was dead for most of Gohan's life, and then to hit the rest of his kids. He was pretty much dead for all of them.
No, he was alive for Goten. He just trained with Oob more instead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to fight this strong child in Ethiopia or wherever the hell Oob was from.
Yeah, why did he do that?
Because he's, at that point in time, Boo was like the strongest person he fought. So he's like, all right, you can be just as strong. I'll make you stronger. Now that you're kind of almost guaranteed to be good.
Yeah, talk about plot.
I was going to let it go.
I love fucking the Dragon Ball rules because they're arbitrary as fuck. And then they're like, you know what? That's a stupid rule. These ones that are bigger, they don't follow those rules anymore. Don't worry. Oh, shit. Well, we have to make them follow it again. So we destroyed the first ones and then another guy made them again. So they're kind of stronger, but they also now follow a different set of rules.
Oh, by the way, Frieza's back.
Which, oddly enough, I'm okay with.
No, I'm fine with him coming back. You know what pissed me off? That he's like, I finally trained for the first time in my life, and now I'm 30 times stronger. Bitch, you would have trained to begin with. You hated your brother and father. There's no way you'd never try to train.
But then they try to pass him off as like, yeah, I'm just this good naturally.
Yeah, all they had to do, by the way, is, hey, when we bring him back, can I also just get a new form? Or hell, have him train in hell. You know what I mean? Like, we could have just made shit up.
No, they did that with a bunch of other ones.
I trained for like a month, and now I have this new
although
form.
Making him literally gold, I thought was stupid.
I mean, that's
gold. I like the color.
That's very much a Frieza thing.
Yeah.
Like, if he got to pick the color, that's probably what he would have picked. So at least we shortened it to Super Saiyan Blue the fucking first time. Yeah, I'm Super Saiyan. What the hell was it? The Super Saiyan Blue Super Saiyan. It was something really long and dumb.
Which never made any sense. They just had to ratchet up the scale because they were going off the rails.
Well, because he tried to get rid of power levels as soon as Dragon Ball Z started. He's like, they don't matter. Abilities and fighting technique beat out power levels unless, you're eclipsed, then you're fucked.
And then we had the Great Saiyan Man.
I love the Great Saiyan Man in video games. He's garbage in the anime. I think it's hilarious to play as him.
It's a meme.
It's like beating someone as fucking Hercule.
That too.
Or Mr. Satan, as he is just in Super, and we're not going to even make up a reference to why we just accept it now.
Hercule, if I recall, had like the best special moves in every game.
Presents for you.
Yep.
Dynamite kit. My shitty backpack. Not backpack.
Nope, that's what the move is called. My shitty backpack.
Jetpack.
Why in the world did he make Gohan like, oh, he's going to be the coolest one? That's going to be the main character. And he's like, nah, fuck him.
Well, because everyone was like, you're bringing Goku back, right? And they're like, all right, yeah, I guess
Fair.
so. I don't know, man. He has some weird prejudices too. Like, he obviously liked Vegeta, but he couldn't let Vegeta win at all.
Vegeta didn't get one win.
Even in Super, he had they made him slightly stronger and he was going to win this fight. And it's like, no, Goku will come over and fuck it up. And they're like, come on. Everyone else on his team's like, can Vegeta just get this one? Like, it's not even like a main arc. It's like filler. Like, all right, I'll make a deal with you. We'll combine them and they'll win.
That's where that came from.
They're just sad.
Well, Vegeta was just paying for being the first villain.
He had more growth character wise. It's almost sad because he literally trains and tries his hardest just to not only to beat Goku, but like obviously be the strongest one, but like just in general to be stronger. And Goku is just like, I'm having fun.
Yep.
Vegeta was my favorite, as my voice cracks. I don't know why. Maybe because
I think a lot of people's was his favorite.
I'd like Trunks until he was no longer future Trunks.
Yeah. Kid Trunks was annoying. All the kids were annoying to me, but
some fucking Back to the Future shit there where Bulma almost tried to fuck her kid. You're kind of cute. Okay.
It's Japan. It's a different culture.
I mean, to be fair, she's attracted to his father, so.
That, and Goku. I like that too early on. She's like, I wonder if I missed my chance with that. Yeah, I guess I did.
Was that a joke or like a meme? Or did that actually happen in the show where they
that
talk
actually
about...
happened?
No, not that.
How much? Sorry.
Oh, no, that I know it happened. But where they talk about kissing, and Goku's like, I never kissed Chi-Chi.
Oh, no, that actually happened too.
That did happen, yeah.
You know, he doesn't. I don't think he said he never kissed. He didn't know what a kiss was. And then Vegeta's like, wait, you have a child?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, it did happen.
That's right. He thought marriage was food. A fucking idiot. I mean, technically, he has brain damage. That's why he's not evil.
Mm.
That's canon. He got hit on the head with a child. Brain damage.
Yep.
Under other circumstances, we would never accept any of this shit.
No, it's like Mario. All right, how can you breathe in space? There's a star in my head. All right, fine. Just get it past. I don't care. Makes sense.
It's just this universe. It works in this universe.
What is your favorite moment in Dragon Ball? Either any of them. It doesn't matter. Ball Z, GT, Super. I don't care.
Parody.
Even if it's a video game, I don't care.
Yeah, Tom, you go first.
Nappa's ghost or Nappa's head. From the parody stuff.
In Abridged.
Yeah.
Fucking
DBZ Abridged. Yeah.
We're gonna call Ghost Nappa. DBZ Abridged is amazing.
It is pretty good. I don't know how they didn't get sued into oblivion.
They're cool with it.
Because it's super funny.
They do voice acting in the games and shit.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. The actual Dragon Ball Z is whoever owns it is a fan of theirs. They're cool with it.
Awesome. Let's see here. My favorite moment was when Vegeta ignores the Ginyu Force. At first, everybody's like, "Oh shit, it's the Ginyu Force," and then later he's like, "No, I'm strong now. Fuck them."
Fucking Ginyu Force.
They were awesome.
They were. What's Raccoon's Easter Cannon? Easter Cannon.
What were those names? The translations were terrible.
I think they just pulled shit out of thin air, just trying to match the syllables.
Maybe. What about you, Chris?
The father-son Kamehameha wave when they're fighting Cell and Gohan's got that busted ass arm and Goku.
Oh yeah.
There's a fucking picture of it on my wall. I love that.
Nice. That's a good one. Nobody talked about Piccolo though.
Because Piccolo is cool, but
One of those like drops off in the series though, like hard.
Because he wasn't strong enough.
They actually just brought him back to like relevance.
Uh-huh.
He has a beefed up orange tinted, and it's not like orange, but it's got like an orange tint to him kind of form.
Interesting.
What was the funniest thing that happened for you guys?
When Goku fucking pats down
it's fine.
Fucking crotch. It's just like, you don't have a penis.
Robbed. I guess I'm skipping my turn. You go, Tom.
So when they spend like 4 or 5 episodes getting Goku to go down the snake path, only for him to like fall off.
Oh, because he's asleep on the back of the fucking truck.
Yeah.
He just falls down into hell. What was it called in America? It had a different name.
Oh, I don't know.
instead of being hell, it was like something for infinite losers. But I can't remember what the H was stand for.
It was like Hole for Infinite Losers or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
Fucking Coke.
Home for Infinite Losers. Fair enough.
Can't call it hell. That one was dumb. The Mr. Satan thing I kind of get because America's weird with their children and how they rate things, especially 90s. But like, come on, we can't just call it hell. If we go back like 5 years, we could have said like cocksucker in a cartoon.
Holy shit, they had to change their fucking shirts.
Yeah, they did.
Things you never realized as a kid.
Yeah, because how would you know, especially that early on?
Yeah.
I remember not realizing that till like 2 or 3 years later. Like, oh, that was hell.
I knew it was hell. I just didn't make the connection for whatever reason.
I knew it was like the afterlife, but I don't think I thought it was hell either. All right, yeah, whatever. These assholes live here. You're clearly demons.
Maybe I just assumed it was some kind of thing like that after. All right, what was DBZ abridged to for you?
A shot in the arm to the series. Especially because it'd been a while since I watched it. Like, really sat down and watched it. It's so fucking funny, though.
Yeah.
4-star. You guys are amazing.
DBZ abridged is like... I think I watched DBZ abridged more than I watched the regular show because it was that funny to me the first couple times around that I just had to like rewatch it a few times. like whenever like I would be feeling like particularly like perturbed, I'll be like, let's watch a season of DBZ abridged.
There was a small time when every time I would say God damn it, I would say God damn it Nappa because of the stupid show.
Yep. God damn it, Nappa. Avadia.
Are we there yet? It's a Pokemon. God, I hate it when they use self-destruct. Did you ever see Dragon Ball Z Kai abridged? I think they made like 1 or 2 episodes. So it's them abridging an actual abridged, and it's basically a season in like an episode. But anyway, they bring up Nappa, and instead of saying something, he just says hilarious derailing one-liner.
Fantastic. What was the next anime you jumped to from DBZ?
So I'm sure I saw something in between this, but I didn't get into anime until when did I move to next to you guys?
2002.
Okay. That was when I got satellite TV in my room for the first time, so I was able to actually like watch Adult Swim, and I saw Fooly Cooley for the first time. The last episode first.
Fucking A.
Blew my mind. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then proceeded to watch the 6 episodes like 4 more times in a row because it just looped on Adult Swim.
I can't look at a Fender or a Gibson ever without thinking if you hit somebody in the head, it'll make a black hole in their brain.
It was either Gundam or Bleach. I don't remember which one. For me.
Which Gundam out of the
like first
Wing Gundam?
Yeah,
because Wing Gundam was on.
Wing.
Yeah, because that one was on right after Dragon Ball,
and then shortly after, I like only caught like 1 or 2 episodes of that. It was Naruto.
Ugh.
Naruto started off good, right? There's just too much filler. That was when anime again was getting really popular. Like they kept shoving shit over here, so the studios were ordering like crazy episodes. So much shit has so much filler. The same problem with fucking Bleach. It'd be good if there wasn't like 40% fucking filler.
There's like 1,500 episodes, and 1,000 of them are filler.
New Bleach is actually pretty good though.
I've heard, and you've told me
the Blood War or whatever. Even if you never watched Bleach, just wiki what happened up to that point because you could skip the rest and just start with the shit.
Skip the rest. I don't know. I thought season 1 was pretty good when he becomes
season one is good.
Shinigami for the first time.
It was. It's all right. Regular Bleach is pretty decent up until they rescue Rukia, and then it's all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
It was kind of a, how do I put it? A denied orgasm when they get all the way up to the end. They're trying to save her, and like, we're not going to kill the bad guy in this. Not at all.
Who is the bad guy?
Exactly.
There wasn't any.
It was the whole society, like the whole Soul Society. Oh, we're going to kill her now. Wait, I don't understand. Why?
It had something to do with Aizen's mind control.
Yeah.
Which we still haven't finished that either. That's still going on.
He's still around somehow.
He's imprisoned at least, but he's still too powerful.
It's because he can like hypnotize people without knowing it or something.
Yeah, you just shift your perception of reality.
Yeah.
Isn't it like almost the same power as Scarlet Witch?
Well, she actually manipulates reality.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And she can like legitimately, depending on when and what comic, she could just change the universe at a whim, which is why they made her go insane, because they're like, we can't have this bitch walking around. That's too OP. We'll make her crazy. And then we'll make her weaker when we bring her back. She wishes to be weaker or some bullshit. I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, it was Sailor Moon, Robotech, Voltron. I'm looking up the Toonami list.
When I first started fucking smoking, what was like the third Nickelodeon channel or whatever the hell it was, had they basically just played different versions of Power Rangers and Dragon Ball Z movies all day. So I basically watched Nerd Kung Fu when I got into smoking. Sitting there on the edge of my seat, like, I wonder who's going to win this fight. It's a Cell Games, bitch. I know who wins. Did you see when they rebooted fucking Brawly and actually made his origin not the worst thing ever?
No.
Yeah, Brawly is canon, by the way, now.
It's not just a movie.
It is a movie again, but the movie is now canon. It's a different movie. They can already go blue, right? I think as far as blue. And he's able to keep up with them. Like, they're stronger, but like he's getting to the point where he can fight Super Saiyan Blue. And
he's just regular ass Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought he's not even Super Saiyan, right?
No, he's the legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead.
That was it. It was a good movie. They actually, his original storyline was what Goku cried next to him as a child. He's like, oh, well, I fucking hate you. Keep me up at night. Now it's, his father hid him because King Vegeta wanted to murder him. He's like, oh, yeah, that child's too strong. He'll overthrow the government.
Yeah, wasn't he like in like the equivalent of like Saiyan like prison camp or something?
I found the name of the one that I jumped to. Tenchi Muyo.
I've never seen that either.
I've not seen that.
Really? It was on right after Gundam Wing. It was Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, and then Tenchi Muyo. It was not good, but I thought it was good.
Gundam Wing I turned off usually like 5 minutes in.
I went from that to then Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star I thought was fucking amazing.
Outlaw Star is just worse Cowboy Bebop.
That is true, but still.
It's good. It's just worse Cowboy Bebop. It also just ends abruptly too.
Yeah.
The beginning is really good though. I'll tell you that. And like they just had too many hands in the basket. They're space outlaws with magic sometimes and elves, but also guns
found a
and
chick in a box.
steampunk. We're gonna have this episode where that one cat bitch gets naked in lava because
reasons.
You want to see it.
And their spaceships, to make them different, have arms.
Yes.
And guns and swords for some reason.
I feel like, I don't know what the source material, because I didn't read Outlaw Star, but I feel like it could have been really good, and they were just like, we'll stop now.
That's probably another one where the manga is way better and way longer, and they were just like, we need a season or 2 seasons out of this.
It's still worth a watch. It's just worse Cowboy Bebop.
Speaking of which, that and Bebop, I wanted to name my son Vicious.
You weeb.
Could you imagine?
All right, so Spike is also a weeb name, but you could have gotten away with that maybe. Fucking Vicious. Oh.
I'm glad you didn't, Mark.
But that would have been awesome. It's got such character. Okay. Going through the lineup. Like Dragon Ball Z lasted a long fucking time on Toonami. I'm reading through all these and like Big O, I liked, but it wasn't good. I don't care what anybody says. Card Captors.
Card Captor Sakura.
See?
That's not, well, actually, the one we got was pretty good because, so it's straight up like Sailor Moon, like originally, but they're like, girls don't like anime in America, so we'll make it for boys. So they cut out like half the episodes and redid it and like changed it so it wasn't as girly. I tried watching the original one time. Like, oh yeah, I remember this. I'm like, I don't remember any of this. And I Googled it. I'm like, oh, this is very different.
Bloody hell. So basically, I'm going through like the 1998 through like 2004 lineup. Every day, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
and all the other shows on there. Like, it goes from being a half-hour Dragon Ball Z to being an hour of Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
Everything else changes. Damn. That's how you know you got legs. And then for some reason, Batman Beyond is on there.
Because it was really good.
Fair.
It was the darker Batman, right?
Yeah.
Batman Beyond.
I mean, it was one of the darker Batmans, but it was Batman in the future.
Zoids.
I like both Zoids.
There you go.
The robot dinosaur one and the like Coliseum Arena Fighter. There we go. That one was better, but I like both of them.
Holy shit. Okay, so here's, I don't know, that's how much of a powerhouse Dragon Ball Z was. It went from being half hour to an hour, then an hour plus Dragon Ball.
I like occasionally when Toonami would have those competitions and you get to pick what you want. Every now and then someone would win and they would just play Dragon Ball Z for like the whole day. Like just a whole block.
Actually, I just passed one. Somebody won and it was Sailor Moon all day.
Definitely happened to other things, but I'm just saying it's pretty great.
See, if I had ever won that, I would have put Hamtaro on there.
People like Hamtaro, man. Little Hamster's Big Adventure.
That's true.
Hamtaro was pretty good.
Not anime, but The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was on there too. Oh, and Neon Genesis. So yeah, Neon Genesis was about then too. No, it was later. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z were already on. I think we had finished the series, both of them, entirely by that point, like up to whatever current was.
Was Goosebumps also on Toonami?
No, Nickelodeon. Oh shit, there's another one, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh my god, I have a tattoo of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I watched that last year or a year and a half ago, somewhat recently, and they do not give a shit if you have epilepsy. There is no warning about the flashing lights.
That was before they cared about that.
That is an amazing show with a horrible final season.
Yeah.
Also, fuck Toonami for never fucking playing all of it. It ends like partway through the Dark Tournament, and they never bought more episodes.
Yeah, because
at least finish that.
their funding was so up and down. Like, they disappeared so intermittently after, like, what, 2004?
But as a kid, I didn't get to see that shit end.
It was weird that it just wasn't on anymore.
Oh, yeah, like May 23rd, 1999. Sailor Moon all day.
Mm-hmm.
Titled The Lunar Eclipse. That's good.
Oh, shit, Tom's right. Transformers was on there.
Haha.
On the Toonami lineup. Yep.
I was asking about Goosebumps.
Oh, yeah, I believe it was on there. He just wanted to know if it was fucking Japanese anime. I'm pretty sure
I think there are some, but no. I think...
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's fucking Japanese Spider-Man, too, all right?
That's true.
Yeah. I didn't know.
The worst anime ever, Cyborg 009.
That's the red, they dressed in red, right?
Something like that. It was just terrible.
I've never seen that.
Is it really bad? I didn't watch it.
Oh my God. The aesthetic and like the story gave me anxiety. And then Dragon Ball GT in 2004.
Ugh.
Jesus. What is that, 6 years straight, basically?
Well, it was basically 20 years straight, right?
No, I mean like on the Toonami lineup.
Is it back? Is it back on Toonami? Can we watch
I don't know. I don't have cable.
Me neither. I haven't watched that shit in forever.
Adult Swim block. It says it's still on, yeah.
I am. Yeah. I can just watch whatever I want, whenever, because the internet exists.
That's true. But back then, I remember, well...
Like, you lined up your schedule to watch what you wanted.
There were days where we didn't... I think we were playing kickball, and everybody was like, wait, what time is it? And bailed to go and watch Dragon Ball Z, because it was the Frieza saga.
Yeah.
I remember... I don't remember what we were doing in the woods, Mark. We were doing something, and I remember when I stepped on that rusty nail.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then my mom freaked out, so I had to get a tetanus shot. So I'm in the fucking hospital at, like, I don't know, whatever time Adult Swim is on. And I'm watching that shit, and it went from Aqua Teen Hunger Force to fucking Wolf's Rain. I'm like, well, this is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever watched Wolf's Rain before.
That was another short-lived one on there.
That's because that also got weirdly stretched out. Good idea. Not bad, but like... It's like Witch Hunter Robin. That's a pretty good show too, but half of that show is Monster of the Week, and then the story kicks in.
Mm.
Yeah, man, Adult Swim definitely. We're getting really far from talking about this guy, but yeah, Adult Swim really got me into anime.
We missed one big one.
What?
Okay, what other show? I didn't even see it on there. What other show? How do I describe it? Fuck it, Trigun. We missed Trigun.
We didn't miss Trigun, just no one brought it up.
We fucking glossed over it. That's one of the greatest animes ever.
I've not seen Trigun.
They rebooted it too, and I refuse to watch it because I think he looks stupid.
I don't know how I feel about that. Watch the original and then report back.
It's I guess technically they're in space, but it's a Western, Tom.
That's probably why.
No, it's really good. It doesn't go the way you would think looking at it and then like watching it.
Let me see if I could summarize it. Eve ships leave Earth. I think that's what they're called, if I remember. And they're trying to find habitable planets. And
you're way too far ahead, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm trying to set it up in a way that would bill it to Tom.
They don't bring that shit up to like halfway through, man.
Fair. Basically, humanity is stranded on this planet in its old-timey Western times because nobody remembers anything or is able to get off the planet.
And this super dorky kind of weeb guy is the world's greatest gunslinger, but he refuses to kill someone.
Because he made a promise for the most anime reason ever.
Yeah. So he's got like all these scars and holes in his body and shit.
And a robot arm.
But his brother is a psychopath and then wants to get him to murder people.
Okay.
Watch it. It's worth it.
It is. And we're not doing justice on it because anything else I could tell you would ruin too much crap.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the list.
There is a priest who smokes.
There is a priest who smokes. He's like an edgy youth pastor before those were a thing. All right. Sum me up with your goodbyes then to Mr. Toriyama.
Thank you for influencing my childhood, and thank you for introducing me to anime.
Thank you for shaping manga, anime, and video games into what they are. I don't even like everything I love would be completely different if you were never born or never did the things you did in life.
That's true.
Amen. I don't know what entertainment for me as a child would look like without your work. It would not be nearly as interesting.
Oh, you know what I tried to do for him? I was going to pour a 40 out because I'm a nerd. It's really hard to find where I live.
Really?
Yeah, I went to like a bunch of gas stations.
Well, that does it. Madam Secretary, take care of the rest.
Calamity. Travesty. Surviving staff. The board meetings have concluded. It is now safe to resume normal work functions. Hazard signs will be placed at all biological spill sites. Watch your step. The injured will be humanely recycled into vegan lunch options for underprivileged, inner-city children. This is a green company, after all. There will be Fig Newtons and Crystal Light in the break room for those allowed breaks. It's a long one. 3 minutes for each of yous. And don't touch my apple slices. Honey Crisp. Find joy where you can. The next board meetings will be soon. God remains dead, and we have killed him.